I know some wonderful joiners of the boot camp wanted the recordings. They're not available right now. Hi, good evening. I know it's late some places. It's late afternoon if you're on the West Coast, like many of you are. So happy to get to have a special evening time together. And what occurred to me today when we were on the boot camp was that we're taking in a lot of information this week. We're learning strategies, we're exploring our ideas, we're putting the building blocks together. And it can be really good to have an experience of integration and implementation sort of at this point in the week. So, hi, Sophia. So glad you can join us. So, hi, Gina. What we're going to do is we're going to start with how I like to prepare to go into a writing session. And then we're going to actually do a 20-minute writing wedge together, right? We talked about writing wedges today, how you can use small pockets of time instead of needing big chunks and big hours and retreats and cabins in the woods, like how we can actually make progress in really succinct amounts of time. So we're going to do a little preparation to get us poised and ready to make the most of our wedge. We're going to try out a wedge, right? And then I'm going to give you a choose your own adventure for the second half of the experience. Okay. So we'll have two options for part two. All right. So that's what we're up to. Hi, Adriana. So glad you can join us. Okay. So when I go into a writing session, it kind of depends what I need in terms of how I prepare to enter the session. And what I mean by that is if I'm feeling pretty psyched up and it's just been a matter of let's carve out some time, I might put on a fun piece of music. I might do a little bit of a couple yoga poses or, do some deep breathing and just kind of get myself sort of psyched up, if you will, get in state, as Tony Robbins would say. And then other times I might be having a lot of resistance, a lot of doubts. Maybe I feel distracted. Maybe stuff is, on my mind from some other area of my life. And in that case, I'm going to be a little more meditative, and I'm going to do a little more mindset work, right? So I want to do, we're going to do kind of just a neutral version. So if you're feeling amazing, this will be great. And if you're feeling like a bunch of gremlins are coming at you, we're going to help you out tonight with that too. Okay. So wherever you are, this is going to be great. And just do make sure that you have something to type on or write on if you're writing freehand, right? Dawn's got her pen, you got your tablets, your keyboard ready. And so the idea here is that we don't want to expect ourselves to be like a robot and go from, writing email copy or working with a client or taking care of a child or a dog or whatever, and then just be like, oh, I'm supposed to write. We want to enter the writing space. So if you're a person that likes a candle, you can light a candle. If you're someone that likes, a psych up song and you want to put 9 inch nails on and jump around your jump around your office, like that's cool, right? It's whatever gets you going. So what we're going to do is just start with 1 minute of deep belly breathing. Why are we doing that? Because we're going to activate the parasympathetic nervous system and the alpha theta state in the brain. I'm actually going to play alpha theta wave music, which is essentially a certain frequency of music that's sound that's going to help our brains go into what's called the genius zone. The genius zone is when we bring the alpha waves and the theta waves up in the brain, and we bring the beta and high beta down, which is the part that's like revvy, thinking all the time, because our best work is likely going to come from the alpha theta state. Okay. So those of you that are brain science nerds like me, you know all about this. And if you've never experienced it before, it's just going to sound like some random sounds. And just know that as we breathe, it's going to be helping your brain get into a genius zone state. So before we do that, because we want to go right from state into the wedge, let's remind ourselves what it is that we are writing. So I want you to call forth the project that you came to this boot camp to move forward. I close my eyes for this. It just helps me tune in. You can leave yours open. And I want us to call forth this beautiful project that the big magic has tapped you for. Okay, so just call forth your book or your project. And then I want you to imagine the universe just taking almost physical form and swooping in here, swooping into you, and lighting your torch. Okay, so let's all hold out our torch. We're just imagining this, right? We're using our power of visualization, so waking up our imagination, and imagine the universe lighting your torch and saying, it's your turn. It's your time. It's time to do this now. Thank you. Okay. And so imagine your torch is being lit. And I want you now to zoom in and choose one thing you want to accomplish in this writing wedge. Do you want to work on a story bank entry and do some sentence makeovers like we did this morning, this afternoon? Do you want to work on your book map or your outline? Choose a specific thing that you want to bring forward. You want to work on your SSS sections. Okay, so just breathe into that. All right. And now I want you hands on our hearts. And I want you to let the universe tell you why this is important. Why is it important for you to write this book and to write it now and to make this your game-changing year? Who are you writing this book for? Why is it needed? Let the universe tell you and show you. And just notice if you feel any sensations in your body. Any emotions. And just know that that torch is now lit inside you. See the torch just inside you now. You're fully embodied. This torch is lit. It can never be blown out. You have been selected by the big magic for this mission. And you know who it's for and why you're writing it and why it's needed. Okay, and you've picked a section, just a little piece of this project to move forward tonight. Okay, and so we're going to breathe for a minute with the music, alpha theta wave music. And you don't need to do anything except focus on your breath. See if you can put your hands on your belly and feel your belly expanding as you inhale and contracting as you exhale. Okay, I'll watch the time. I'll turn on the music. Just breathing in and breathing out. Deep breaths. You're doing great. Bring a smile to your face. Wake up the heart brain. Fifteen seconds. And big deep breath in and out. If you like working to music, you can just go to YouTube and search Alpha Theta Wave, binaural beats, or music, and you can have that on if you want to. I'm going to play a low amount of music for us while we're working. You can just turn it down if you don't want to hear it. Okay, so we're going to do a 20-minute writing wedge. You're going to pick one section of your book. You can pick a story bank entry. You can make story banks. You can do sentence makeovers. You can work on your SSS outline, whatever you want to do from this week. And I want you to check how you're going to feel at the end of 20 minutes if you've made progress. Okay, this is called this is a neurolinguistic programming technique, right? Where we're going to future pace. Okay, so imagine it's 20 minutes from now and you really made some nice progress in whatever it is you committed to do and see how that will feel. If it feels good, you picked a perfect thing. If you feel like, pick something else that's going to make you feel proud of yourself and like you moved your project forward. Okay. So 20 minutes, I'm going to mind the time and I'll let you know with like a 5 minutes to go. All right. And all you're going to do is work at your pace on the section you want to move forward. All right. And you're going to remember why you're doing it. Right. And I want you, if you feel nervous or stuck or you're having stuff, call in a writer that's made a difference for you. And remember that the only difference between you and that writer is that they kept saying yes and they kept putting words on the page. Okay, so it might be Maya Angelou, it might be, Huberman, it might be Brene Brown, it could be whoever you like. And you can just call them in and say, please be with me, guide me, help me out, right? Because we can connect in the field to anybody in the oneness. All right, ready, set, go. Just joined us. We're doing a 20-minute writing wedge on anything you want to work on your book, 20 minutes. You're just joining us. We are doing a 20-minute writing wedge. We'll work for 20 minutes on any aspect of your book, and then we'll come back together. We are halfway through your 20-minute writing wedge, just over halfway through. Keep up the great work. 4 minutes, 4 minutes remaining. Keep it up. Okay, everyone, let's take a deep breath and come on back to the main room. Come on back. Give yourself a stretch. Give yourself a pat on the back. Who got some words on the page or tried out a sentence makeover or put what you did in the chat? Give yourself, let's give each other some love, some kudos, some celebrations. This is called a win streak. To me, it's a win. Any day that I write is a win. And so whether you worked on a story map or a story bank, whether you worked on your map, whether you did some research, what did you do that we can celebrate for you? Yes, Jane, you got in the flow. I love that. Sophia wrote some beautiful poetry in the situation, half a page of a rewrite, publisher's marketplace ad. Nice. Look at this. Absolutely awesome. This is fantastic. Congratulations. Sentence makeovers, Deb. Oh my goodness. Amazing. Who feels good that you got whatever you got done? You feel a little bit of like, okay, excellent. Okay, brilliant. So the choose your own adventure is this. If you're in the flow and you want to stay in the flow, or you're just felt like I didn't get in the flow and now I want to get in the flow, you're going to set a timer on your phone or some kind of device, right? And you're going to set it for 20 minutes and go do another writing wedge, okay? If anyone is having any gremlins. Gremlins are what do we call the inner critic, self-doubt, imposter syndrome, overwhelm, fear, anxiety, resistance. Put G in the chat. If there's anything distracting you around your book idea, around your vision, around your where you're going this year in 2025, put a G in the chat and you can stay here if we have anybody with some gremlins, and I'm going to take you through a process to transform that resistance. If everyone's feeling good, we're going to just keep writing. Oh my gosh, is everyone just feeling awesome? Okay, look at this group. Woo! Let's flow. Okay, we ready to go for another 20? And then we'll do something fun to wrap us up. All right, so 20 minutes on the clock. Put M for music. If you liked having the alpha theta wave music in the background, I can keep it going. And if you do, okay, so it sounds like and again, if you don't like the music, just turn it down and set your timer. Okay, brilliant, you all. I love this. Those gremlins have no match for the light in this room. I love it. You couldn't hear it, Margaret. I'll turn it louder. I just didn't want it to be, obtrusive. So I'll go ahead and let me do a sound check, actually. Okay. So let me turn it up. Is that a good volume for people? Yeah. Okay. So again, if you don't want it, 3, 2, 1, and go. And Sandra, I'll do Gremlins on Saturday morning. Okay. So if you can come to the write-in, I'll do it. Okay. Perfect. Here we go, everybody. 20 minutes. And come on back. Start to bring yourself back to the main room. Just coming up on 20 minutes. Yeah, caregivers. Margaret's given a stretch. Oh, so good. How was the second wedge? Just put a word in the chat. How did that feel? Did you feel some flow? Did you feel so it felt fun, deep? Here's what's cool. Whatever it felt like, you did it. You showed up here. I know, Elizabeth, doesn't it feel good? It feels so good to be together doing this. There's an amazing Facebook ad I've mentioned before. I think about it all the time. I don't know if it was an ad it was years and years ago. And there was a it was a video of a gentleman like really having a struggling time running around a track, like was going so slow and sweating and looked so hard. And it said, "Don't worry, you're still lapping everyone on the couch." And I think of that all the time with writing. It's like, even if I have a day that's like a slog or I don't feel like it or I feel like I wasn't focused, like it's still a great day because we did it, because we wrote. So I really acknowledge you all for showing up, especially on a week when we're in sessions, 1 or 2 hours a day, every day. We have tomorrow, 12 to 1 Eastern time, and then VIP. And then remember, Saturday, 11 to 1, we're going to do more wedges. We're going to do, Sandra, some inner mindset work, use of neuroscience. And we'll do, if people want to, also some abundance work if you are interested in having some support around that. Remember that you can still do your deposit for Thought Leader Academy and get all the bonuses that are available until this Saturday, the 18th at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So definitely make sure to either talk to Marietta if you want to chat through that and have support. Do that along with us so we can celebrate you, or go ahead and do your deposit so you can be part of the mini retreat that I'll be doing with you in a couple weeks, where we'll map your book and your revenue plan together. And there's Marietta's link if you want to chat and just brainstorm and vision and find out what's the right next step for you. So happy to get to be here together with all of you tonight. What a treat. And I'm excited. I'm excited to continue. Tomorrow's about monetizing your book. It's a really important day so that you figure out, yeah, Jane loves it. We're into the manifesting our abundance. Marietta, Jane, Amy, and I are so excited to support you. It's really fun. And I have some new book monetizing strategies that I've just been coming across over the last 4 weeks. So nobody, even in Thought Leader Academy, knows these yet. We're going to train on them over the next few months in TLA, and I'll present them to you tomorrow. So we'll get ready for abundance. It's going to be fun. Have a good evening, good afternoon if you're on the West Coast. It feels like sweet dreams time for some of us, right? Especially in Chicago, it gets dark early here for a lot of us where we are. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have any questions about what we've done so far, you need anything, just please do book a time with Marietta so she can help you. Come tomorrow and talk to me. Let's all just do like some love for each other. Just some way to go. Like this is, I'm gonna do, maybe my favorite thing. I like when we send the hearts up on the, yeah, Jane, you were doing that earlier. Yeah, Margaret's got it. You're doing our heart jades. Yeah, let's give each other some hearts. Let's do a heart bath, like a sound bath. We're gonna do a heart bath. So way to go. Way to go. It's a big deal to stick with it. And we're going all the way this year. So those of you already in TLA, we're in Continue the Adventure. And those of you joining us this week, we're so excited to support you. And if Jane wants to give a wave, Jane is a partner running TLA Publishing with me, brilliant book marketer, genius, best-selling author in her own right, and so happy, Jane. This is a treat to get to see you tonight. So thank
So
you.
I'm jumping in. Do you mind if I jump in?
Jump in, say goodbye and hello and goodbye to
Well,
yeah.
hello and goodbye. So just want to say something. I have been working on, I wrote a little book, baby book on manifesting, and I was listening to a neuroscience scientist today about hastening the pace of
Mm.
manifesting. And maybe in another call, I can share what I learned because it was not anything I didn't know, but it was the sequence of things that really was inspiring.
Yes. And
So I love
what hasten?
neuroscientists.
Put hasten in the chat if you want to accelerate. I'm putting it. Well, let's do it.
Uh,
Let's just hasten these
ha-
books.
Hasten the manifesting take whatever. Hasten your manifesting. How's that? Hasten it up. Get
Mm.
it going.
Yeah.
Rocket. Okay, let's just do rocket. Rocket.
Okay. Rock it. Yeah, I'm gonna
You
rock
know,
it.
the first thing, can I just share what we do this anyway, and I know you
Yeah.
do this, but one of the things that is really connecting the dots, which I've always known, but it's you write it, you think it,
Yeah.
you feel
Feel.
it, you see it, you
Mm-hmm.
hear it. And when you get every sense that you have involved in manifesting and thinking and wanting and feeling whatever it is that you want to manifest,
Mm-hmm.
every single thing, every sense, you're connecting all the energies in your body to bring that which you, in my world, already have, because into fruition. And just to give you one thing, if you think about something you want, I'm just going to tell you, you already have it. It's
Yeah.
your choice to bring it into this dimension.
Yes. Love it.
And anytime you guys want my session on it, I love being here I've never jumped into any of your sessions ever,
I
Sarah.
know, Jane. This is so fun. We're always just doing business. This is so cool to do a write-in.
I know, but I'm so inspired when I talk to the authors that have come into TLA Publishing, and I get to meet them and talk to them, and my brain goes bing, 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 bing. It's so joyful is the word. I am firing in all cylinders. I
Yeah.
can't even, I'm so high right. I mean, I don't, wait,
Natural.
let
Writer's
me just
high.
say, I don't do drugs, so I don't
Writer's
even drink.
high.
Like, so
Writer's high. I love it. So everything, we're gonna see it, feel it, write it, say it,
smell
all
it,
the senses, smell
smell
it,
it, hear it,
taste it,
taste
taste
it,
it.
everything.
Beautiful. Thanks, Jane. So good to see you. Okay, everybody, group hug. We'll see you tomorrow, 12 Eastern. Great job today. Mwah. And let's have some exciting dreams. We'll get some inspiration. It's on. All right, see you tomorrow. Bye.